Today is a mod that I've basically wanted to do the whole time that I've owned this car. Now, I know a lot of you clueless clowns won't fucking know what this is, but to those people that have done this mod, a lot of people regard it as basically the best mod you can do to a Mazda Speed 3, or really any front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive car, period. And that is a thicker rear sway bar. Now, look, okay, I know a lot of you people are fucking clueless and you think, oh, handling, I don't care. Trust me, it'll make your car a lot fucking funner to drive than slapping some shitty Chinese turbo on it and making jack shit horsepower. So basically, what a thicker rear sway bar's got to do is, the first thing it's got to do is basically get rid of all of your body roll, right? So basically, right from the factory, every front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive car is set up to understeer like a fucking pain in the ass, right?
Nope.
You know, for safety. So basically, right, the thick rear sway bar has got to sort of change the balance so that we'll rely a bit more using your rear grip. So for example, right, a thick rear sway bar's got to want to make the car rotate around the corner. If you want to be some fucking nerd and go in the comments and say, oh, actually, you didn't explain that quite right. Yeah, really? So let's say we're driving down the road here and we go around that corner, we lift off the throttle. With a thicker rear sway bar, you are so much more likely for the back end to then want to start to drift out on you. You may think that could be potentially a bit dangerous. Yeah, I guess. But also, if you think about this, right? If you're driving and you turn and your car just fucking understeers into a tree, that's also pretty fucking dangerous. So at least this way, for you to actually have to go and crash into that tree, you have to be going a lot faster. And when it does happen, it'll be a lot more neutral and you have a lot more control. So yeah, this way, next to a beautiful Holden Vectra. I don't really know because it's fucking shit, I'm gonna be honest. Anyways, we're safe. Drive. But with these, if you lift off, you will have that back end starting to want to rotate you around the corner, and it's just going to improve your handling so much. So if you have, well, obviously a Speed 3, but any front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive car, trust me when I say this, a rear sway bar is going to entirely transform how fun your car is to drive, and I can't wait to install it, so let's fucking install it now. Step 1, mate, jack up your car. So our first task is to get the sway bar end link off here. So you get a 17mm wrench, put that on, 5mm Allen key in the hole. Fuck lads, I found out why it has so much body roll. It's not the suspension, it's fucking this. The mount's bloody cracked. Anyways, next step, we gotta take the mounts off, so I believe it's two 14mm bolts and it'll come off. After this little like cover jacking point thing, unbolt that, 4 bolts, easy. I hope I remember the clip on the other side. The correct order would be to do that plate first, otherwise it will fucking nail you in the head. So, these ones are the Mazda 3 ones. They've got a split in them, so you can just lift it up and place it over. Now we've got to put these little like things on. Basically, we just got to bolt them on the inside of these. Don't tighten it down yet, have it loose so you can move it around when it's on the car. Let's compare. You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about, or Stephen and Dallas. One person will understand that. So they are adjustable here. Basically, this is stiffer and this is softer from what I understand. So this bushing here is for a Mazda 3. But look, my bracket is too wide for the channel. And I watched some other videos. I don't think these are stock brackets. So for now, I'm going to reuse the old bushing. And then when I get the new brackets here, then I'll use the Whiteline ones. Put that on before you put the sway bar on the car. The first thing you should do when you put it back on is get the end links through and then do the brackets. Don't tighten them down all the way, just like quite snug. And then obviously these bolts, not all the way, snug them, and then once you're done with everything, then do it all tight. And basically at the end, what we've got to do is I'll move these so they're about 2 to 3 centimeters away from the bushing here. And don't go too tight because they will strip. There is the finished product. Yeah, I'll be interested now to drive it. Okay, so we'll test it out now. It's not going to really feel any different driving, like it's not going to be any stiffer. And I suspect like slow corners you won't even be able to tell. There was that cracked bracket, and it still is cracked, but I've sort of put it back into place. So I'll fix that, so that's not ideal. But it rolls a lot less, to be honest. It still rolls a bit. When I lift it off, it just like, the front end just like tucks in. That's probably the most noticeable thing so far. Okay, why is there no one going? Why are there no lights green? No one's going. Okay, yeah, that's nice. When you turn in the initial roll, it's the same, but when it used to like keep rolling, it doesn't do that. Bye-bye, dog. Let's go. There goes the air freshener. Yeah, it feels a lot more controllable now. Yeah, wow, like right here, this long corner, there's a lot less roll. There felt like no roll around there, right? Obviously, this is just my initial impressions. I'll have to, I guess, once the anti-lift kit's in, I'll do an extended video of like what I think after a while. Yeah, there's like no roll here. There's no roll. That was like, I won't say, but it was 76 meters an hour, obviously. So don't mind me talking about the roll. So there's two things. First of all, I realize what I'm feeling mostly is me moving around my seat, because obviously I'm not very large. So that's some of the roll I'm feeling. But also, turning right, there's more roll than when you turn left. When you turn left, there's basically no roll at all. So that obviously because that broken bracket, as you turn, that sway bar's moving, and it's just bending that bracket more. So, from all the left turns I do, there's a little bit of roll, but there's basically no roll. Yeah, if you did enjoy the video, consider liking and subscribing, and follow my Instagram and all that. We'll see you next time.